It's finally happened. They made us wait, but now the 2024 World Car of the Year, the Kia EV9, is finally here in India. It is Kia's flagship worldwide, will play the same role in our market. Now, before anything else, the first thing you know about the Kia EV9, it's an ample-sized SUV. The fact that it's electric is not something it sort of wears on its sleeve. So you see this massive proportion, it is full size. You see the 20-inch wheels, but here you see that the pattern starts to give away the fact that there's aerodynamics and efficiency at play here, because the car is surprisingly aerodynamic. In the front, you see Kia's new digital tiger face. That's the evolution of the Kia design language from the tiger nose to now a more modern interpretation of that. This car really exemplifies that, because you see these little elements that are sort of embedded into that bumper. And then you also have what's kind of like a familiar Star Map LED DRL pattern. That's something you've seen on many Kias now, even the ones in our market. So it kind of ties in the whole family, and it's very vertical. It gives the car a lot of height. Now, this is the GT line, so you see that it's a little edgier. Of course, the black color also makes it so. It's surprising actually, the aerodynamics you get on this car despite its huge bulk and this shape. Now, that shape is relevant because this is first and foremost a full-size SUV. So you see the way the cladding has been done along the side, you see the overall heft and the proportion. It's got to be that first in many markets across the world before it can be an electric car. And then it does a great job of being electric as well. Star Map, well, that pattern continues into the taillights as well. The EV9 badge, and then the big proud Kia logo. That's the new updated logo from a few years now. It just gives the car this really ample proportion, as I said, and makes it look sort of striking, makes it stand out no matter where it is, on the road or in a parking lot. The interpretation of the new design language carries on inside as well, and so all the new stuff you see here, it's now slowly trickling into other new Kia models, because this is the flagship. It had to get it right, and so it also had to convey a sense of real premiumness, a departure, if you will, from previous vehicles which are already pretty well finished. And so you get that high-end luxury vehicle feel from this cabin. The other thing you get from it is a real sense of space, because there is a lot of space. Lots of permutations and combinations in the back, and lots of flexibility worldwide in terms of different models and what you can do with it. But let's start up here. Now, I've driven the car a few times, many times in different places, and even when you're driving, you get a real sense of airiness in this cabin. And then look at the way this has been finished. It's almost like a sound bar. There's ambient lighting, the quality of the materials. The dual screen layout is familiar, but it's really clever how they've incorporated a little panel here. Instead of just having a glossy black sort of connector between the two screens, there's a AC control panel here which is touch, and it's smartly done. You've got a head-up display, and then of course this little panel of just touch buttons which are embedded into that actual IP. And so if you just press that, you get the shortcuts to the map, to search, to media, and of course can come back home as well. The screen itself, very familiar territory, and you can also adjust things like the seat settings from up here using that. Lots of storage. Down here you see tons of space, so it's a really huge bin. And again, it's a floating console because, you know, in an EV, there's always tons of space that gets freed up. Look at this, it's nicely finished. You can hide that and sort of use it. You also have cup holders inside, of course, where you can keep them folded or push them open as you want. You've also got the wireless charger, goes without saying these days, and lots of connectivity options here in case you want to use other gadgets or charge something as well. The steering wheel, it's a nice shape. It's got lots of buttons on it. The drive mode button and the terrain mode button are also up here now. That's also nice. It's easy, it's within reach. And then, of course, you've got all the other controls that you're used to. There's also paddle shifting, well, not for the actual car's performance, but for the regen, because you can go to the single pedal driving on this car. The gear shifter, if you will, is down here. Now, that's become something you've seen on eGMP cars from the group. So it's both Hyundai and Kia models. And so you do the little shift to go into drive or reverse. And then even the start-stop button is embedded onto this stalk over here. So dual split sunroof, sense of space just continues. It is a nice big door, isn't it? Lots of space, easy to get in and get out of. Meridian sound system, you've got the sunshade option, of course. It's really about comfort and space and the utilization of that. And you also have your own little AC touch panel back here, which is kind of a nice touch. You have roof mounted AC vents, lots of leg space, and then you can do a lot of things with these seats. You can adjust them many ways. Of course, you saw that you can also control that from the touch screen up front.